Academy Award winner Walton Goggins has played more than 70 roles in movies and TV shows, and now Goggins is starring in a new CBS sitcom called The Unicorns. So get this, he plays Wade, a father and a widower who is now getting back into dating with a little help from his friends. So let's talk about this, because when I first saw, firstly, hello.
Hello, it's really nice to be here.
But when I first read, the summary of this and didn't see any of the video, I thought, well, that sounds a little depressing.
Yes, yeah, right. Wow, that's not funny. What's funny about that?
But then you see the chemistry of your cast and just the little clips that were released, and it's like magic.
You know what? I thank you for saying that. I feel the same way. You never know how those things are going to happen. But literally, the first 5 words that came out of our mouths, I thought, oh my God, wow, this could be very, very special. And yeah, it's it's based on a true story. The best friend of our showrunners and our producer, and it's about a guy who lost his wife to cancer, and he has 2 teenage daughters, and he's learning how to live again. But I think that struggling or difficult times is part and parcel of being human. It's what unifies all of us, really. And I think we can all attest to those moments, whether it's an aging parent or whether it is the loss of a job, whatever that is. In those dark moments, it's also absurd, and it's rife with comedy, and it's crazy. And this is no exception. And for me, I believe that's what makes it infinitely relatable. And that's the line that we're trying to walk, between very honest and very kind and heartfelt and sentimental, but also laugh out loud, hold your gut funny.
I appreciate that he's willing to share so much of his personal life and use it as a comedy. That's just really telling about the type of person he is, that he said, let's go ahead and try to bring this to TV because I lived it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And I lived it, and I think we've all lived it on some level, and it is. It's we're deep into it now, and it's premiering on Thursday night behind Young Sheldon, and I just can't wait for people to see it.
Yeah, so part of the component of this and him trying to learn how to live is to possibly find another love. Yeah,
yes, therefore the name. The Unicorn. The Unicorn is a dating term, really about a guy or a person who has lost a spouse, but can show that they're not afraid of commitment. In this case, I have 2 daughters, so someone who is also a big family guy. And lastly, someone who has a job. A J-O-B. That's always
bringing the M-O-N-E-Y.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. So he's stable, and that's a big catch, kind of in the dating world, and so there is a very big part of the show is that, but it's not a show about dating. It really is a show about learning how to live again.
Did you know the term the unicorn before you got involved in this?
I didn't know that there was a term the unicorn.
I was going to go with it.
Yeah. And to be fair, the unicorn also means a number of things in the dating world.
Don't look it up online.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't Google
Just trust me. I'm giving the definition right here. That's what it means, and that's what it will always mean.
So now your cast. Walk me through some of the other people that are there and what it was like when you first got together on set.
God, we have the great. If you would have told me 6 months ago that this was going to be my life, I would have thought you were crazy. But we have the great Rob Corddry, who has been around. You would know him in an instant, and Michaela Watkins, who has spent quite a bit of time in New York and was just in See Brittany Run, or the movie that was just kind of out, Brittany Runs a Marathon, and Omar Benson Miller, who has been around for a long time, and Myelin Robinson, and they're so funny, and they're such good people, and again, you never really know what it's like until you kind of all get in one room and you start it, and we did, and I thought, man, this is really good, and luckily, I've been friends with Rob for 12 years.
Oh, that's great.
And I called him and I said, hey man, I'm doing this new show, will you please do it? And he just said, okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
Hang out with you every day.
Come on, man. And Omar Benson Miller, we did a movie for Spike Lee together, so I've known him for about 15 years.
Your career has just been incredible. You can play any type of character. Do you have one in particular that, not necessarily a role, but do you have a type of person in particular that you like better?
Oh God, I mean, I've had the opportunity to work with some amazing people and a lot of different stories that really mean a lot to me. The one genre that I haven't done is horror, and I suppose that will come at some point. But the thing that really kind of eluded me on the other side of playing all of these kind of villains, if you will, but hopefully three-dimensional, and I think I've been able to generate empathy and for them over the course of my career. But the one thing that I wanted to do was to play a good guy, a guy who was really struggling with life, but who was coming from his heart. And that's very similar to who I am as a person, and that's not to tout me as like some great guy. I don't mean that, but what I do mean is I am earnest. I'm not a glib kind of jokey line punchline guy, and I do wear my heart on my sleeve, and I am vulnerable. I look for that in other people, and I'm attracted to that in other people, and so while it was very scary to step into this role, because it is so similar to me, it's been also one of the greatest experiences of my life. I still can't believe it that this is really happening.
That's so nice to say. Let's end it there, because that's wonderful, and then we're going to cue the horror music.
Wonderful.
Still in the scene right now. But everything that you need to see is going to be in The Unicorn, airing Thursday. This Thursday is your big premiere, but it's going to be right here at 8:30 on CBS. And tune in, because it is laugh out loud funny.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you so much for the conversation.